Hey guys, this is Dr. Cheryl Wood. I hope you all are doing well. So, in case you didn't hear the great news, I am still basking on cloud nine from this past weekend in Dallas, Texas, where I won first place as a part of the eWomen Network speaker competition that they call North America's Next Greatest Speaker. So I competed last year to get to the semifinals, which would have been one of 10. And then I went to Dallas this past week to compete amongst those other 9 contestants. And of the 10 of us, 3 of us went to the finals stage at the same conference in Dallas on Saturday. Well, I am tickle pink to share with you that I made it to the top 3 and I claimed the first place prize as the first place winner in that speaker competition. And I am so excited. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to grace the eWomen Network stage, which is such a phenomenal stage. And I got to shout out eWomen Network because this network of women that Sandra Yancey has created, and her husband Kim Yancey and their daughter Brianna, and all of the managing directors and just everyone who's a part of that environment and that community is really unmatched to many of the environments that I've been a part of, in that the energy was magnetic, and the love that they showed me after I won that prize was, again, it was unlike anything I had ever experienced before. I don't think I've ever felt more loved, embraced, accepted, honored than I did this past week in Dallas, Texas. And that's saying a lot, considering I've been in the industry for 13 years. But I wanted to come and I wanted to just share a few thoughts with those of you who are watching and you've been watching my journey over the past 13 years. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, Dr. Cheryl, you're already a professional speaker. Why would you compete in a speaker competition? And really my first response to that is why not? But then I sat in that question and I asked myself, why would I compete at this level of my journey? And really it comes down to 4 reasons why. The first is because one of the things that I do as an executive speaker coach is I teach my speaking clients to take big risks, to step outside of their comfort zone and not to get stuck in doing the same old, but instead to reinvent themselves, to be creative, to do things they typically wouldn't do. And for me, this was that. This was my very first speaker competition in 13 years of being in the speaker industry. And I don't want to just talk the talk to my clients and tell them to take risks. I want to show them. I want to walk the talk and show them what it looks like to get uncomfortable, to do what's unfamiliar, and to step completely outside of their norm and to color outside the lines. And that is one of the main reasons I did this speaker competition. Number 2, one of the second reasons is because on this journey, I always want to challenge myself. I don't ever want to feel like I know everything, I have all the answers, or that I've stopped growing. And when you stop taking risks and you stop doing new things and exploring new territory, you really are no longer challenging yourself. So for me, the second part is that this competition challenged me and stretched me in a way that I haven't been stretched in a while as a speaker, because once you master the art of speaking, yes, there are other things that you can master, but in the realm of speaking, I've mastered keynoting, I've mastered being a panelist and being interviewed and all those things, but I had never competed. So it was a challenge for myself. The third thing is probably one of the most important parts and reasons why I said yes to competing is to touch more lives. And sometimes we get in these little bubbles of how and where we feel like we get to touch lives. And sometimes we got to just stop and say, let me, again, think outside of the box. And so for me, this was outside of the box. But to realize that I was going to be in front of an audience of about 500 women to share my voice, to share my message, to touch their lives, because otherwise, I don't know that I would have an opportunity to touch their lives. So as long as I have life and breath in my bodies, and you guys know that's so important to me, especially with some of the losses that we've had in our family, it matters to me to get on as many stages, as many platforms. I don't care if it's a competition, a panel discussion, an interview, a keynote, if I'm facilitating a workshop. I don't care what method I'm using, as long as I am using life and breath in my body to touch other people's lives with my unique experiences and my expert knowledge. And last but not least, the reason I decided to compete is because sometimes in business, we just forget to have fun. Hello. Sometimes as we mature in life, we forget to have that childlike quality of just having fun. And I think when you stop having fun in your business, it becomes a job. And most of us run from jobs that we don't have fun in and we don't enjoy. So this was a way for me to reignite that childlike quality inside of having fun. I mean, I had all the feelings that you have almost as a child when you're doing something scary. You're excited and you're nervous and you're anxious and it's a roller coaster of emotions. But at the end of the day, it's fun. I got to share my voice. I got to meet new people and a whole new cohort of speakers, other speakers. I got to hear their stories and their speeches, and it was more fun than I've had in a long time in my business. So I want you to ask yourself, what can I do new that will stretch me, that will be a risk, that will allow me to step outside of my comfort zone and step outside of the box perhaps that I've put myself in, that will allow me to touch more lives and that will allow me to have fun. And whatever the answer is to that, go and do it. So now I'm packing my suitcase and I am headed to my next competition in California, Anaheim, California, this week. And that will be for Toastmasters International. Whew, out of 30,000 people, I made it to the top 28 for their semifinals. And again, everything I just shared, it's literally, I feel the same way about this competition. It's me taking a risk. It's me challenging myself. It is me touching more lives, and it's me having fun. So I will let you guys know what happens. But either way, as I said, even for the first competition, I'm already a winner because I'm placing all bets on me and doing the things that make me feel alive. Find what makes you feel alive. Find what ignites that fire inside of you and do it, y'all. Do it unapologetically. Take care.